Welcome to Rajendra Tandon videos. We continue with Bhramar Geet by Surdas, who was a 16th century blind Hindu devotional poet and singer, known for his lyrics written in praise of Krishna. The lyrics are written in Braj Bhasha, one of the two literary dialects of Hindi. Surdas was a part of the Bhakti movement spreading across the Indian subcontinent. This movement represented spiritual empowerment of the masses. Two other well-known poets of the Bhakti movement are Kabir and Tulsidas. Surdas's poems were written in a dialect of Hindi called Braj Bhasha, until considered to be a plebeian language, as the prevalent literary language were either Persian or Sanskrit. His work raised the status of Braj Bhasha from a crude language to that of a literary one. The origin of Bhramar Geet lies in Srimad Bhagavata. At one stage of his life in Vrindavan, Krishna went over to Mathura to fight against Kansa, his maternal uncle, and to restore his grandfather to the throne of Mathura. In Vrindavan, all the milkmaids had become fond of Krishna. They used to dance on the banks of Yamuna at night under the full moon. Krishna, being a divinity, multiplied himself in numbers equal to that of the gopis. So each one thought she was dancing with her own Krishna. When he went away to Mathura, the gopis were left heartbroken. In Bhramar Geet, Surdas has included verses describing Uddhav visiting Braj to convey Krishna's message to gopis who had been left pining for him when he suddenly left for Mathura. Uddhav was a childhood friend of Krishna from his school days, but he was philosophical in his thinking. He always talked of Nirguna Brahma and Yoga. Krishna disagreed. For Krishna, this world could not subsist and grow without Virha and Prem Ras. Uddhav's philosophical denial bored him. Krishna thought of affection showered by parents on their children, relationship between brothers and sisters, between close friends and between men and women. He considered Uddhav's emphasis misleading. Krishna deliberately sent Uddhav to pacify the gopis. He gave him a letter. Reaching Vrindavan, Uddhav handed over the letter to the milkmaids, but he started sermonizing them before even they could read the letter. He said, in the words of Surdas, and that is the verse we are discussing today, Sunau Gopi Hari ko Sandesh. This is the message I have brought from Hari. Actually, he is giving his own message. The gopis have had no time to read Hari's message. Kari samadhi antargati dhyavahu, yeh unko upadesh. Sit in a samadhi, go inside you. This is his advice to you. Vai avigat avinashi puran, sab ghat rahe samai. He is unborn, he is indestructible, he is complete, he is a part of everybody. And mind, तत्व ज्ञान बिन मुक्ति नहीं, વેદ પુરાણની ગાઈ. There is no salvation without tattva gyan, knowledge of the essential truth. That is what is written in Vedas and Puranas. Sagun roop taji nirgun dhyabahu. Give up Sagun, the worship of Sagun, God with attributes, and put your thoughts into Nirguna, God without attributes. Now this is not what Krishna had written. This is Uddhav's own advice. He is concocting Krishna's message. Ik chit ek man lai, veh upay kari birha turo tum. That is how your pangs of separation would be suppressed, assuaged. Mile Brahma tav aaye, and you would achieve Brahma. Dusaha sandesh sun madhav ko gopi jan bikhalani. Gopis never expected that this is the message coming from Krishna. They were quite upset. Their upsetting would be visible in the verses which we'll be taking up later on. सूर बिरह की कौन चलावे, बूढ़ती मनु बिन पानी. Their separation became acute. How could Krishna send this message? There must be something wrong somewhere, they thought. They were following the path of love, not the path of yoga, not of tattva jnana. The gopis are disturbed. Without separation, they drowned in the fathomless ocean of sorrow. What happens after that is very interesting. We shall be taking it up in the next video. Till then, I beg your leave. Thank you for visiting this site. Thank you for listening to me. Have a good day.